crime. I know that saying Hello FM, I was desperate Brunsanimu, I will Kumasi Dum. I'm a Ghana for now, more southern sector, this will take us a baby. I will Hello FM. Stations Babro 100 at that romantic. Casaba, now we are yes, and Konawa Peace FM, so at the Bremui. What be our Ghana has a year? What pen you said here, dear? Stations Babro 100 Yada Roma. What better some more Yabuan way a day at Bremui. Now, I said, Baya Ghana this year. As answer for continuity trousers now and match a restaurant with the bounty. Woman to butter. Echo possible if you tie a fetcher gongomanso, Eddie or Munqui, one better the Echoes or Munchinti. Abba for attention of Fasadin Kitan, one rest of Facebook, Yawa, Twitter, Okawa Peace FM, Instagram, Zoom, WhatsApp, Nina, Yawaso, baby, Nipper Bibi. Okwa ya bohose prepaid meter no enmekwe anaso yasene
MTN send network so adanie baby awo bia MTN ewo ho enti se wo Facebook se wo WhatsApp anase wo Twitter no kai se MTN ewo ho ema baby bia wo beko e bia no subscribe to bibia wo mpe wo pese wo free so a MTN se content manager wa hwehwa ma dial star 175 hash na fe di enyeje no anase ncheche na beba no achi we there for you everywhere you go
na ya kam se bedi kan ya de ene nsemu bia esi Ghana say editie bebremo enu akire se de esasa na no dwada no a ensem esi Ghana fiti January bosome wa afi mu besi enne say ya kase ni ya bo akire se kokko sika anase libra fa ketua na ya hunu ensem a esisi ye awie ya kenkan fo ye me ohene na kwame amo
ya kunama Africa sebodi munsem eni empanifo a wodapo e mantamaya resabia kese a wo San Francisco Central Hospital Pediatric Department no ano sese enkebe ya baby a wo mo ahwe nkwada no yentremu ma wo mo na entimi mu ama wo mo enya adwuma eye adwuma de wo mo kondo wo mo pe enu anso na wo mo di sisa wo mo beye na nso edu bre bi na sa akade ni so a wo ye de wo beye bia ba ho yiram na nso akade ni nso na ye de akwada bi ba na wo hwe se akade ni ho ananso se wunya baabi mfa ne nto a ya na afa hu me kratew enti nya se obisa adwuma akatua ntomo ananso wo pe allowance bi na mom no wo sese wo mo entretre sa Central Hospital Pediatric Department ni mu eyie na emoa ema wo mo ntumi enhwe nkwada dodo metron wo sa bia e ma me Faustina Asare wono no ne anua be ma Michael Akrofi wo to ye nkrafe po e mantemu edi nkomo en wo di tudwa kyese se de ho kire so ne ade nti ya na ama adwuma no ayeden pa enti wo sempani for se adwuma no de enu anu wo mo so wo mbeye akade ni mom en wo mo ma entimi wo mo
na ya kan say yan hanom no yan bed capacity yan instrument bebre for enkwala no se be ya nema bebre honom a ebetimi aboa ma yebetimi age nkofo na late referral wo be hwe no district omudi enkwala ne beba na watena wa yare sa enti odi ne beba bedru a na yare no mu ayeden na se kra de nyame na ya adom ambulance na ba ye no in fact aboa yem papa na nyesa o refer obi akọ kolebu ana bibia yesi mpani ho ambulance ni ho enso say de nyame adom ambulance na be sorti outside case no amaye na ne ya na ha ye ntichu ni say e bia kolebu na ade na kwa yesi empe ni ho no mo in fact esa na me nkwala na aka wa no na ye hu ni ayeye enti ye expand ha ma yenya anka be ye ndepa
mame Faustina Asare na owie ye no wo se wo momra hye bedwani a wato abayi ne foforo kra afa ni wo bekwa akosi wo manan wo New Jabin South eye owura Michael Ochebefi wo bom mode papa ama emo ahodo a wode aboa wo mo e wo saa enkwada hwe bia ho no wo mo ni so
Omo wo a ye yi omo ntwi ntwom bills ye hwese bi tie twa mom yes
tu ho na be 2 weeks bi na ya frow no atwa mu aba ha obeba ha no odu ha no wabisa enipa dodo say na won tia omo build betie ni nyina ma wo ba when no omo bo wa ha no ebi ho na se refer obi de ne kokolebu ebi no enro akesie ni nyina ono aboba fi ebetie ni nyina e de mayen apart from that no nurses no so mo ha mbeba nkwala no chocolate ediane packs no dia bramo chese enemo ye wa ha no de mintimi nka na wo ye mayen wa ha no de in fact ne beka ni se onyame nhira no ye fe pa na yen ha ya disia die kese pa ni se majority nkwala no mami phone no ebi enya insurance no enti obeba no na ne bill no na aye kese
Metro or share and Quadabia so ewo Koforidua Central Hospital. Mame Faustina Asari. Now wapenia wadana CSA womumrashbenia watu abeyi no fufre. Wono en waye penny kwanchefa wada free zones authority na ano. Ora Michael Ochebe fise. We inti no so opeso obesom ne manfo no. Enti sa nkwada wo mabeja ya hwe wie no on de wonka bi nhemu. Na so bere ne mame ka wode enti ni age akwada na ka ho. Ene niam etete sa no eha ne pa. Tonu kra wa na adwen se wopeso wote foto na awofo a wo muntumi enhwe wo mma ana nkwada ya kwada wa na activity bill ni tua ye bibia ho no no sa foto yi atumi aboa wo no
omo ho a ye yi omo ntimi nchom bills ye hwese bi tietua mom ye san so ahwe bi wo se ebi wo ho no ma ya refer omo big referral hospitals ye call book of anochi omo nyes kan ko ye hwese be boa omo ebi wo ho so nurse for ndi bi wo omo nye mechanized mean say omo ye nurse for but omo edin ni aban ho mem enti aban bi twom ka ye be hwese be boa sa for no ama yetimi edi omo ka aban anyumai for ho na bio kids ward no so hia improving akra meka fiscal improvement I mean our infrastructure to say almost say was say children friendly was a column about more so to be kola niam ho nyina e be hwe ne watata se ne yak ho asem ne enti now from hospital kola bebre so asem no omunya hoden mi yom kofie eno nti ene gi sa aboa kola mpuntuo eno ma yare santentem
yeah, CEO or that free zones authority anona or sign yem rashbedwani a watu abayi no foforo e wo new job in south ora Michael Ochebefi
na enana pay wo mayi nyansa batabua bedwako kese National Council of State emumpenifo ina eno mo chairman wo mo agbanan ekọ Jubilee House abankesiem ene mampeni na nado danko ekufado ekodi ehia na final report wa maye ena wo mo de kwato mampeni anim adeja na eye report benya enti na intri be person yima waba wano so a wo boye mu yi
Nana Penny and Nana Pay Edge Council of State Omoda Luni Nana Otu Sebo Edomano Omo Afibia Omodomo Yen say Jumedia Ghana Man Penny Edia Showman say Omobay the Futu Fono Afibia Jumedia Bi Omobayan Ombe Kutego Nkata so na I say report no Omodi Ababe Dino the Omodi can buy an Omodi kind da Ghana Man Penny born Abaso say Ghana for Asian so Aba Asian money no more bonfire man say and you didn't mayor 4 years I amount for sign the amano the memoir no bet in Yako ye tossing almost I say wait acquire more large meeting omni niti the reporter omo kucheno eba bemano omo da Ghana man penny to say you made your share omonsano or new winning bomu a year juma or support say omo as answer come when you omo year juma be omo here kadibiani adiano or dema omo no science da parliament as to say a bra omo de omo ask a year Council of State Act 20 no to go down omo omo bua omo omo di ye nyina egugu akwama asabre Council of State no ono ankasa etimi fan ko for adwuma omo say ansa na Ghana man penny di dwuma di ne show omonsano omo share boss afibia omo be omo report omo ye no omo be kuchegu nkata so no de abedan enu ti na ye to me ensa enne no omo de abedan Ghana man penny no omo sansa ka hye ne say omo bonaba so ai ma no ye kodro huhum omo penny so ji akasemu no e no da omo asese ye na ohwaho a sende omo be piem na nim no sanso ma ba kwa wa be kan fufuro e yo ja oho na oja oho jebi no Ghana man penny so ma na kwaba e the Council of State e say fit omo ji ni tumu no we ni edi kan ya on Council of State for no abom ababehia no omo penny da omo ase so omo report no omo kuche e di abre no o sanso aka chom so omo adwuma omo ye na fimu ni nyina no e ya de anani so Ghana man penny so no de on ka se on de obeka no se wa ye lucky pa se Council of State we no e ya de omo bo adwuma kese pa e de aboa no e fi so hwese ne omo na nkita hudie akode ade na ya de omo bom humode pa no de obeka say the Council of State we no e ya de a very excellent one na ushe even omo constitution e kwa Council of State abani nyina no enya de omo timi enya retired chief justice na so ushe omo constitution we na ya de Council of retired chief justice e wo mu don de hu ne say Sabre Council of State ni emu yedu no mu dwumade bi omu di ye no so e ya de e ko na nim omampani se reporter omo de abra no ni kan ni nyina e ya de oto ne bo e kan ni nyina na we so omo de aben e ya de obesan so ahwe no ato no bo ase na wakan ni nyina de amom no de okache omo se mo dwumade ai de show omo nsa no e ya de omaye no maye ni yie pa na obo omo abaso omo Ghana man penny says senior Ghana for ato aba e de ama no 2020 e san so e 4 years aka no ho no ɔne de ɔhyɛ Ghana for nyinaa bɔ sɛ ɔbɛsom wɔ kwan pa so sɛnea wasom mo mfie nan a ɛbɛba na wie no yɛntie Ghana mampani ɛbɛra de disɛm ɛtudwa ɛwɔ Jubilee House.
I want to thank you very much for the presentation of this, the 7th Council of State final report, and to congratulate you very much, not only on the quality of work that the Council has exhibited during these 4 years, but also to the fidelity with which you have carried out your duties and your oath as members of the Council of State. There's never been a moment that when I sought the advice, the views, the input of the Council of State, that I found any hesitation on your part or inability to assist. Is to do the best that you can. And that is the assurance that I want to give you and the people of Ghana, that I will continue to discharge my functions to the very best of my abilities. And I hope that in so doing, I will meet and fulfill the expectations of the Ghanaian people. I want to thank you very much for this visit and for the output embodied in this final report, and to wish you all a happy and prosperous new year.
My penina na do Kufuado ena yatini ni.
Yanto aso na yakwa asante mantam no emo adanse north mensi no ne krache pani a woda no eye onmonyamfo Eric Kusi wo makeka omo sase anya bronya nuane ahodo omo ne anwa ene tina pane nkokɔ ne ne keka ho a wonom de akwache ahensan prison camp wo chese eye ade a wo mta ye pa enkankan no onrabo Eric Kusi wo se bra no wo ye presiding member kra no ena no wo ye saade na wo ne nana abubonsra ene kabom no wo ye sɛ na waba be men secret chepani a enya de a wobejaida de ehye no nkurama no yesa de no se wo ka Yesu asem bi abiri bi wo ka Bible mu sɛ atemuda no wo beka sɛ ebra na me da fi ase no mo America me ama me aduane ani etu on de bronya dure hɔ ene kan no yam hye no a wo se me nkɔ na duafie na me kɔhwɛ wo mo a ekwam de wo mo da fi ase ne wo mo aduane ni na enu ti ena afin so wo mo akwakoye sa adoye wo ahensan prisons camp.
Said ye na ba ahensan camp prison ha no ade a afibia meye mbe DC meye empo na menyanye DC nyina na meye na me ne me boss onobo na bobonsra na beja no tibra mbe DC na chese enyama de foforo na me kai se last year ebedi ombronya no edine ma bebre bae afiase ma obi kan se o ya damase anke nya akokɔ nam kakra kan ho a na mfie na ni kura menwi akokɔ da afi na aye arehosam nti ho no etimi organize ye ho kɔpɛ akokɔ nam de bre wo mo ma pienioma ede ba no chimiti to nkokɔ nam ne bi kan ho sɛ ne omunye na omufa ni omubronya na omuso kra emra omu ho ti asem kakra be ka che nuanu no sɛ obada fiase a nkyerɛ sɛ wabrabɔ abawieye
DC ya owo adanse north mensini emo owura Eric Kusi yetinken na chief superintendent of prisons ya wogina mu wa ahensan prisons wo genia meye CSP Matthew Kofi Appel wo se nani asopa se mpanifo akai wonuanu a woda na duafie wonom no afi bia ya wo mo ba nanso wo mo sese da se bi mra biafisi wo mo de ba se no wo mo kwa enu anu obia bedie nti ankrankran so me womu emwa ena afa kura nso womu gate no ade a aseye eti senke womu benya gate nso a omafo eti omu nkankwai womu adoye na womu gate nso ntietie ma womu ena ba bi ase na de afiefo no obi ntiapo bekọ akọja yarehwe infamia no so womu nibi womu niema womu hia no edoso na nso kakra womu abobọ so yi se adon 40 womu kanko wonom na wonkọ ahensan prison so na womu a womu osa kwan yi so
Hi, a great station. You might be a deal a farm. Now, sir, Utu and Nisha Hanua, you need fence, Papa Bia, Sabi, a boy home by. And Yadis Radia, kind, sir. A month for Baba Yamwa, young Cancer Sabi, a buying qua, Obi Bia, Obe to me, a Bayamwa, Uncron, say your company, and now Uncron Biara. Now you bet to me, I have fence, perimeter fence, your prison, a baboy and baby.
CSP Matthew Kofi Appel or a chief superintendent of prisons or ahensan prisons.
Na oma mi butia so aduane nya da wa na odidie. Usieti na mto so. Enya da wa na wotafre. We ni asamankase you for development wo masem nie. Wo mse acheche nkro awa Ghana ase ya domunya ye asamankase. Na asamankase a wo mo wo no. ɛhyɛ West Action Municipal Assembly ase na asamanka se youth for development wo ma yɛ nsamtrofo nhyɛ mu no makasa wo mo se kasa wo mo kanyina no wo mo to ne sa knockout e dia mama mpani na nado danko akufo ado na wedie enidie mu wo mo do mo nhyɛ chiato wo mo nhyɛ mabu nkotodwe asa de bonyani a wo fa Yesu Kristo se ne kraje nkwa e wo crusade ase na wo mo sema mpani sa wo dia wo mfa nani nto okese ye o hata soro yi na wo mfa nani nto big sis ya wo mo da Ghana fo Yesu so yi na ontie wo ma de sradie yi asopam no anye wo makoma so ade e ma wo mo wo makoma so ade ne sɛ a asamanka se youth for development wo mo se honorable Seth Odro Buadu a wo ye MCE Edma West Action Municipal Assembly no wa ye Municipal Assembly boss wa ayeye mampani fa mo bi foforo wo mo sere no pa every sana ya ke se mampani sansoma honorable Seth Odro Buadu ato aso se MCE West Action Municipal Assembly dia ene wo mdo mo se begwo muti na wo bia kuntun ode se dia yes wo mo we kurase no ma bobna dia gu mampani triso adanya chairman demand asamanka se youth for development Evans Edua was say emna 2016 2017 mampani bo honorable Seth Odro Buadu din se one the mayor West Action Municipal Assembly MCE no was you krom was ensamampom wo bia ye din na afia awraho enu omani mobomobo oh asa broni krama ya wonya miscarriage ni nanam wasa awraho wasa adanya wo mse ye pa ba ye nkwan ya wasa chenchen ye pe obiam na ba be ye MCE e wo West Action Municipal Assembly a Seth Odro wo chemu na West Action Municipal Assembly wo ina ye budin anam so no problem man peri woni mugidi enti yanya ne try your luck yeah so baba adwuma na ye na maburu ne say 4 years here owura Seth Odro Buadu ebeye MCE oh Rade Christ wam se na dwane na hantan e chen wodu kro amoto mu pompo won fi obi atetru ni party for no chat won fo bia won fi mpo no awon pa ne atetru so akwase wo kwa hwe no a nanom se wo mani tia de MCE fo bi ayade ama wo mu kromafo ama yedie ene asetena party wo mu sekata na bre West Action Municipal Assembly e ma na first na wo mu size 18 kra no mafo ama ezi wo mu size 8 aden adwonjino nko a ento wo mu se wo mu tena mampani 4 years akadie e ma ne ma owura Seth Odro Buadu ento aso se MC
ebe afibe akope na papa start fun tabai obia ka bibia wonti yan po de no de mfa ye ho de suban de woni pa bia ho se ne tie bia na eti ne mumu no imputudu na wo se koso wa samanka se madam se ka woni ma samanka se ka wo be ho se project for 4 years yamaya 20 km asphalt road uje yamaya coal road keke enye asphalt ewu krumu do samanka se ba be hwe it's not even 1 kilometer road ayaye government projects I got for 4 years near the na sank kokran sankaye oka bibia na papa ya tia oka bibia na papa ya yew penifu okumu nyina papa di omanyima ye fom ye dia de sevia to na omampani na no do anim say yes no a mo fasa papa we mama bi esudu eye ifi na ye dana se
nipa ye tin nke ye chairman de Asamanka youth for development Evans Edua
Ebuja for ye dan ye ho tia wa ba ye ba afi na said ye sha se ye de ebrem no na ya bobo so afi mu ensema wodo a esisi ye ene wukoda wie ye 30th December ye ye dru bosome nkono ni bosome dunum bosome nkono ni bosome dunum nti September October.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Ebuja for ye mamumo afe ye to afe nkompon a ye bu ahwa na say ye review no eso
na ya de month be na sha se
September bosome nkono
hun se break ye no ye bo bibi bitare ka se den ye bo e no
o kan ma nti enya so obeka
ehia
hu wi ana oni na
se den ke beti o si news cream enya news cream masala mo nchire no
ofanani se unim se sala betimi abache na jai mo na onene nkan owe
tabi o kan news cream no nye o ko cheba ko kan ice cream
so de nka wa wo fa asi
na so ya de nya Me be so be kwa kogu me numas woni pem.
Chese wa shada na wo de wo ye se ni nya na Erika senko de ba be to abonten a.
Ne wo fa ntu ntumi fanko.
Erika nya hwe wate akola ne pani ni asem ni eni bem ntu de fa ne sa.
Wo ice cream na wi na fe
ye ko afa de mate wo say ice cream o. Oh o say Erika ka news cafe wo say ice cream.
Erika international best.
Pacho afa ya sha sia bosome nkono ensama hudo esisi ye ewo September 2020 emu kakra ne abo ne tofani ye bosome nkono ba beto adwasa mpanimfo anu woda teacher union sa hudo na no te say na tinagra ne CCT ne wo mani abre pa adani a wo mu ekuo manager sa chechefo ni wo mu ye adwuma wosuku ahudo mu enipa be sempim du na ha sane aduanan enum 14,345 ye yi wo mu di afrikatua nwuma mu oh hio said ye abosome mi ensapa wo makatua mae sabre no King Ali Audu wo ye CCT national president ene ye nua ba Patricia Sefafisha Kasaye na ensam wo kan ni
14,345 teachers. Audit service actual letter command controller say omono omambe ye payroll audit ni bi from June, July ni August nyina sa educational workers na sa cheche fu ye ntu omuka but the honest thing is say ejumayefo we ewo at post omo ye ejuma ya boji yes bia nka ya dwe ye say August we omo betua sika no unfortunately na ya se bosomi ensani omonsa enka omusika ka kire Ghana Education Service any all the stakeholders say by the 15th of September yantibi papa bia amfa ho a endie ye befa ye ho adwene.
Ora King Ali Audu national president Emma CCT
na amanyokwa wodo afi abato no omugina yesi Akan bia na wopese woforo abendwa no beye mampeni bako Liberal Party of Ghana LPG na nipa na oda o ma no se Frankatuni ye owura Kofi Akpalu wakasa ye eno kire mu se aba no ye baba beto no nyame nim ne petiko waka ne plane se nke be ya amanyokwa wodo a wo ne si Akan no wo nkodwo nkoda pese se ade no mra wo call grounds ensema wo te ye ne de ohunu ye no said Nkrofa ka say o LPG na eko no amena wrashemu ni awtoso say afiaba no wo bedi nkunim na wo kyeremu Nkrofa say ntia wo mayada no a wo ma ne dogon afa ne la ene say dia waka yeso ba tertiary education obi ani free bonto na afi marijuana ganja ntampi wi obo be legalize no ena Nkrofa yada no mo a wo mo kra ka so no na ekonti owura Kofi Akpalu ebo Ghana for ina no ba say afia bato no bedi nkunim ene atu ye ya wada from say willing carpet
ibebre na ni agide ye ne ho enti fi say LPG on say ye message say there ma panyini kan no say party our message no on ke kan to kwa enti ye say to kwa say ye nka bi ye bibia ye de bai be ye say se betu akola bi aka discover shenko fo boto munya adwuma betu aka ye be ma mafo adie o ma we mu enti university se be say ni free ti eno ana ye kan but we say the amount for na si agi efeso a ye buru ya dwene enti ase so enti ye mi say dachi papa bi ye dey e we ye nem
owura Kofi Akpalu a wo ye LPG Frankatuni ne ete ne nkan
na sada was September na se bobu sumi na beto odwa se eku ana apie wo framantam ni mu mateme ho fo omo ti ane won pese omo ti omo efi wo man Ghana ho no ehwa na omo ama wo mo ho mene so ehwa na emu adwa se pebrem gya no bobu sumi no omo san Kenya omo ho enam so ema wo chi enipa no be se aduonu 20 sabre no yenua be ma William Gentu ene framantam so afo honorable Archibald Lecha ekasai.
These things happened in the early hours of this morning, and Imepe, Aveime, Bumi, Joapong in the Volta region, and other parts in the East region, and so on. So the security agencies have managed to bring the situation under control. So we have seen cleared the road for the passengers for the motorists to pass. Arrests have been made. As well as I know, more than 20 people have been arrested.
na enu achi na honorable lecturer sandia to just and said the near tete ne sabre no sai wo matumi anya akukoduro wo mani mienu hwene santa musia duasa go manu mama ye amo makwaji police station mienu aboso ana anya asem keto amasuga corporate divisional commander kra wo mo prepare no kakra no wo ye chief superintendent Dennis Fiakpi ema no so honorable lecturer ka say ani wo mu ye
some people were injured, they're in hospital. A police commander who was assaulted is also receiving treatment in hospital. Investigations have begun. Investigations will continue. And the good people of this country will be made to know the details later. But the situation in the region now is very calm. I want to assure everybody in the region that the security is assured they should go about their normal duties without fear of intimidation. We are on top. We are top of the issue. We are not. The security agencies are doing their best. They provide us all the information. We act on them. What happened, what we are reporting this morning could have been worse than that, but for the intervention of the security agencies.
Honorable Archibald Lechaya Oyefra Manta Musuafo.
Madam Victoria Agoti, ono ena ni yefunu eye incubator kanema mpeni Jerry John Rollins ede mu abosom nkron kopim se wo ba asase so na ba mo wu a tibunu tibreye buduam no buduawuye a won fa hene won fa akwa ho wodna pa kan be si kanema mpeni JJ Rollins na busuan boboa no ama Madam Victoria Agoti a wo ye ne maame ba mo wu ho ne sakroma ede ne to nananom e wo ense do awro wisem si ye no nipa pi no a wo mkebe mu no mo hye gina awa Ghana ha sei ekwa kanema mpeni JJ Rollins wo ekoma no yakọ kopepa ne niase ne sio baako Speaker of Parliament Professor Michael Aaron Okoye wakwaye koma kanema mpeni JJ Rollins yakọ mani demri fadie Honorable Dan Agbodapia oye kanema member of Parliament no akroye ansoso woye chairman of the funeral planning committee wano nsoso gina ebusana na mu ede maame Victoria Agboti said ebusan kwa abro wakọ bisa abrewa sane wo munya sapasa mransem du toto adwen afa na yie ni sie en ni sikansa no mu ho no wadi tuja.
Just upon monitoring the airwaves, on hearing about the passing of her mother, you decided to show concern and love, to come to verify whether that story you were picking on the airwaves is true. In fact, as we all know in this country, news about death invariably is always true. So yes, it happened. The inevitable happened on the 24th dawn of September. Our mother has been called to heaven, and we are obligated as the children and the family put arrangements in place to ensure that we give her a proper farewell.
Nipa yatini nke Honorable Dan Agbodapia kan no ya member of Parliament na one ya chairman de ma funeral planning committee e de ma kan ma mpeni J Rollins o ma memra wo free mu no.
September busumi na mu asemba kwa babeto odwa na ha Ghana for pa ne say Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association GRNM4 GRNMA wonum ete atua tentasukoko de kire aban na eno na abadwaku a wo hwa padie nsem so ena siso ba mu eno obebo wo mu kokko say de mo ye no etiamra enti mo nche sack ne nsensen na mo mram ye ntena chiapono na ade ekura no ye gina chiapono na ya tena se yasi nkonwa ye ka asem ne dada adenti na afa musan ekwomonten so say monten tasukoko de akira ban executive secretary National Labour Commission yo owura ofosu asamwa wono no ni NIT FM yenua bema Mark Jerry say ajman ya host Torchlight dwumadi di nkomo ema wode to dwa say hu hia say bra wonom ewo negotiation table no JRNM for besia cost strike
eno de omum kai yo maka de say to start from ochina omobeba na enyan tankwa le to e sanka so to say omum kwa omum say omobema yuba e emi de udi ni alu to say omra ye tu ase na ye ba ko de ye no tezi no ye ma afro se beba etimi no say ombe ko yuba na bibia ina li na ye oh me de ya meka say sabi ubinum the tumor therefore they say yame say yawo ubeni say yawo say wo ni asama bitni asom bitni asom na say na say yam me pagan na
Samoa or executive secretary Emma Bejako Shapedi Semso.
Na Kanema Penny John Dramani Mahama Ekasai September Busuminimu. Na Kasa Wakasa Yan was Wajina Tinyama Yoko NDC and Emuna Wakana will be a was at SMBNT. What can I say? I buy a better no a few more December Busumi Datoson Sono. See a 2 year na Electoral Commission Quakin Kana results on the Babano. So I'm a few many say Nenche Batanepo. Now when we share results no Musa Karabule. Fragadan Biako Su Woman. Election results will be a Yasan Sudi, Akan Yomo. And as anybody works, no. Say Electoral Commission the Bible and Tenya, Wamu do her say, Woman into that.
We want to see fairness, transparency, and integrity in the process leading up to the election, including in this exhibition exercise. We expect that when such monumental breaches are pointed out, the EC will take responsibility and act in good faith to resolve them. We in the NDC have exhibited restraint at all times in this electoral process. Even now, we are committed to doing so. But let me serve notice once again that we will not accept the result of a flawed election. We will certainly not look on. Neither will we shirk our civic responsibility and allow the EC, whether by ill intent or sheer incompetence, to usurp the people's mandate in the December 7 poll. The Electoral Commission must take immediate steps to rectify and sanitize the register and re-exhibit it to afford the voting public and all stakeholders an opportunity to verify their particulars in the voters' register before it is finalized.
Kanema Penny John Dramani Mahama.
Na yes September bosome kro na emuono na nsema babeto dwaba akwa no so ra mahama ho ba mu se wobi kwotro wo social media Facebook say achem sakawa mafia na achem mafia sakawa for na wono so kwo share na wo sie papa yi wo ya busuanyi mu asemo ya wo ka ye mount wo so manu gu ne so pa no se hwe me pa me nya ni emira na tania na ni emira ni mi gonjani me nya ja me ho ma mo nkanto me so no se Ghana for munti me to no menye busua ni nipa nyi mu kra na menye madwen sa fe na mba be ye bie me no meji obi atum na sa achemfo asama me kai minim achemfo amede wo na sa achemfo nto mu ni wo mu efisa me kra me party chairman no oya achemni enti eden na ebinum kokasa se an na me ye nyi mu ati achemfo na me tan achemfo na me pa achemfo asem we nyina politics so political ade no wo mu ye no ne wo ka no enye no kre.
I am not ethnocentric. I think I rather believe that we must be an inclusive society, and so I've never, ever, discriminated or talk to somebody based on their ethnic origin. Right. I believe that ethnic origin does not matter. The important thing is that we're all Ghanaians. Right. And so I'll be the last person to do that. I didn't say anybody in Sachem Sakawa. I read a statement by Isaac Odongo. Actually, my mind was on the body of the arguments he made. And so I reposted what it didn't come to me as anything that, I thought about. I saw his post. I just reposted it because the arguments he made there, for me, was the arguments he made there that were very cogent, and that's why I reposted it. But the point is, I'll just say, if we say Italian mafia, it doesn't mean all Italians are mafia. There are some people who are mafia but happen to be Italian.
Mampanida John Dramani Mahama.
Na Electoral Commission, yabo mo pass wo no mo hwe abato dwumedie so. Ghana has said ebeba ne say abato din twetwe no a wo mo say ya twetwe ye din no. Wo ma wi compiling na mo mo ye ne so be nationwide voter exhibition. Na chese abato wo ma foforo no a wo mo ye no wo mo betesem. Se dwunso krobo kete no obi akwa hwe. Se ne din wo bebi okotro ne din no a. Na eno na Madam Jamensa woni William Gentu etwetwe nkomo kire mu se centers bako 33,367 ana dwumedie yi ebekoso
ye ko exhibition yi ye ka che on say exhibition ni ehia papa say wa register no say si ane ye provisional enye final register nti say obi akọ na okọhwe ni din okọhwe ni niama nyina wo mu no make sure say ni dim wo mu ana say na ya omu acho din omu age na omu bibia ye correct ana nti ehia pa nti ye encourage obi say omu nya time no omu kohwe omu details
Electoral Commission Jemtinani Madam Jemensa and Yatin no.
Na enye se September nko afimu ni nyina ade ba ko ebeje no home na pa eye ejapadio na September ne de na efiti ase sorry kese sabre no na timaman kwakwa ahodo no civil society groups wo mo edodo be se aduanu mienu kabo mu en wo mo de o manu tum se ejapadi leader bonko enye ede be nko na we aban kwa fabre we de ya ye ejabone ya ye kotobeku manti aban totwene se wo se odwen Ghana for na pese oja Ghana for Japade na ye Japade a CSO for ne se na mu na wokra na chese se de niema contract ni ti koye no a se kana na dwirim ne frakadam bi ya wom enti ebe ya on tontwene ba bi kra no wo mu okosa bebre asabre no wo mu peja baaye na lawyer kwa me dwantoa e na sabre no ye ni di nkoma wo kirekire mu de enti a CSO so no e ka se Japade no ebon no
yepesi ehu se ne ade ne sitie yepesi ehu kwan ya omofa so a wom de drum pempenso wom de drum necessity wom pese wom koso de a ene ye dru ho no a yebehwe se ne so yebesi aye no a yebetimi ahwe se Ghana fo behu se de omoye no ye hia effective documentation a analyze am Ghana fo ati asese de omoye no because se otimi hu se ekabi bemu a Ghana fo ne betua ekabi bemu a enye wo mo a wo muti ho a wo moye hu nsem sese ya no e ne betua Ghana fo ne betua a efa revenue no kra wo mo se ebeba no ediam poti pa ne yede ye esi etimi hu yede yewe ne etimi assess ne etimi monitor se ne sika no yebe use sa sika no adan then you right na woni obi omo ye bibi na documentation won sankan ya wumbusa eno ne yebusa
lawyer Kwame Dwanto ana no wo cheche CSO so no de enti omo se Japade no wo mo mpene so no
na ewudifo bi a nipakum mate se wukum ntontom ne ntefra e wo mani so wo moto a Professor Emmanuel Yarbene a o ye law lecturer e wo University of Ghana Legon to anwa woni fie kwato hye ne so e je ne nkwa free ne nsem ya asem ni beto dwano police adwuma ku antena wo moto so na emom wo mo sori waka etu nipa bonofo no so same ko wi ase no police fo ba mane se nipa nan ana wakwasoa wo mo se wo munim Professor Emmanuel Yarbene ni wonu hu bi Greater Accra Regional PRO di Ghana Police Service DSP Efiatenge e kasa ye e wo ade ache bi adwumedie e wo KFM so
aposifo edikan asase ededa na we are very optimistic say the BBA tise bia beba ye nanse bia ye kuma ya na ye very very sure say bitimi akon kane ewo isa hwehwe mu no nti ye ya afemu de wan ya odi information so eboa enso so eboa wonso so a wonso ye timemuni a wonim so asem bi asasemi wonso de boa aprosifo a nso be ye no sasem no akrebi kra no so betimi aboa wa kwan bi so nti fine no so fama yen offer ya homa no so now the man on be directed to the appropriate process 18555 nti bi de ema ho ana mpo say 191 no so o sign so edi bi efa ho yenya ye betu ho anamo
Greater Accra Regional PRO Dema Ghana Police Service DSP Efiatenge and Yatin Kane.
Was September Bosome Cronemu, Ghana Man Penny Excellence Nana Kufado, the Soso Kobo form set Chobodom Quine Womo and ye, was Techima North and Pesiano Show Bunu East Mantam no Emu. Now was say a brofuquency a number cheaponum 5.5 kilometers quine and a not woman yen one fat kota kra emusho.
No, sir, and it's ya baha papa. Nenije na nso de bae mesra ekwan ya ba be ya wa hai say you ram kwata kan mumwa contractor for no na adwuma la nkoso wa no makasa kasa bia emma na ba de say so no ochiame ebra ogun sano eyi apaye no oka se ope asumdwe ene ba ko ye ewoti obodom enoa ne nyina so ye hwehwe ye fa de ye ba be ye emfaso emfa bakoye ene ntiase enye adwuma awoto obodo
Ghana Man Penny na adodan kwa Kufuado
Chiniama nyoko NDC epa wo mo manifesto wontoma September bosumi no emu na baako a ewo mu a na eye mema sitru mema wafo pinu ade ene se na ewo manifesto nim se NDC se sanyame ya adom wo mudi nkunim no mbebu Ghana ba ma bia wo no yere ba fompa na makota frem paso to pa won mosima gedem ama efrupenyin se bele ebeba no se nyame ya adom na bosumi nkrunwachi wose ya wo yire no asomdue mu na owo fa no fa ne ba maame no ekwa maternity leave no wo papa no so bekwa paternity leave na so I enjoy no aboa no chakwa ni kem nge na wakoso no mu na enu akire no na professor na General Poku Adjuma no ye kanema mpeni John Dramani Mohammed Domboni anso de tu just say emma wo mo Ghana se wo ye adwuma na so wo a maternity leave na ye 3 months na ndis ayes wo mde ba ko beka ho na ye 9.
For many young women in the workplace, having a child is a big decision because of what it can mean for their career trajectory. Balancing the demands of office life, the needs of a newborn, and the societal expectations around childcare present real challenges for working mothers. And when the kids are still babies, care and feeding means time off from work. 3 months certainly is not enough for that. Women often have to rely on their annual leave to supplement their maternity leave. And any mother will tell you that that means a whole year work with no time off. So we will extend maternity leave from 3 to 4 months. And we will also offer 7 days of paternity leave.
Now, and what's the Erica, if I am man about 4, it is in Montana, near Janum Bicasa. When you see your 40 Peter Square, no moment, Mamma, what for beside what say. Paternity leave here, and this is what we did, what I'm saying.
Paternity leave in a very, very good idea. Enka omo ye no 2 weeks kran ka beboa. Esa na ebetumi aboa ma apapafo no mahu se ne besi asoso nkora ne mu abra ya wo mo totofe wa no. Abeboa amamefo no na mo ahen ha mo na omo bre ne so ate kakra.
Midday between who say paternity leave aspect is also very good.
I think it's a good thing. Everybody needs a little break, and more often than not, when the women come back from the labor ward and you don't have a house help, your relatives are far from you, you need that first 5 days or 10 days to help the wife organize the house. Remember, she's still in pain, so the man being around makes a huge difference.
Papa for be a enjoy paternity leave ni bi na ekasa ye no
na September krona emu NDC amanyoko ya beko 2020 abato so amanfo de na mo manifesto no mo semonto mo bo oba cha agya no ye no huye ma obi ama ye pressure enti oto wo bo ase ma ye wura September bosumi mu no e na afi wo pa wo mo manifesto no hontoma asemba kwa wo no ekan ya omanfo bojo nso so mo se na aban de mra bi aba se ka awe ewu ka dada eya buru mfie du samra no wo ba be ye firi wo no ma ye nkran fa ma o my Ghana mu biem and this amanyoko said debi wo mo de wo mo ba wo mo de asho manifesto num se de ebeboa ama wo mo adwuma no akoso ni nti wo mo be kraba nko ade obe mo wo makraba.
Will exempt commercial vehicles and other commercial equipment imported into the country from commercial, industrial and agricultural purposes from import duty. We will review the Customs Amendment Act 2020, that's Act 1014, to scrap the law banning the importation of salvage vehicles. To scrap the law banning the importation of salvage vehicles and the proposed imposition of a 35% import duty rate.
And when she was signed the Kahubium say, Sir NDC Abaiba, what the woman ebedi excavators a hoodwa, young Jim figured them say 4 half a year, sir, to sa memsa ashieno, baby, will be a yes, you crumb shaba.
We'll develop a national policy to restructure the small-scale mining sector. We'll set up what we call a gold board. This board will be responsible for small-scale mining sector to provide mining support services, and especially in the area of safety. We will attach mining safety officers and graduates from the University of Mines and Technology to all small-scale mining companies to ensure that they do the mining in safety and according to the regulations. We'll train small-scale miners in land reclamation techniques as a critical component of their operations. We'll promote legally and properly operated medium and small-scale mining to become attractive and well-paid business ventures, creating jobs for our youth.
Mampani dada John Dramani Mahama.
Na NDC amanyoko ni manifesto no. baba ku bia wo mo hye wo mo ene se wo mo ba pe afidie teta for moto yi a ebi ede ye okada business wo mo de fa akwantufo passengers no and this abanyoko ne se wo mo ba wo mo be legalize ama o se okuta moto obetum dia fa passenger asabi ba na Okada Riders Association of Ghana wo mo se yiye atadwe ne atedenle enti William Ganti amano bofo wonu Okada Riders Association of Ghana wamo PRO Solomon Akpanagba wamo twetwe nkomo ena Solomon Akpanaga kasa no ase ko wili ye ni se de esi age no chen baby wahu ne mame Bobby stance asem we ye NDC for some legalize Okada no no wonder say emra NDC omo campaign song Okada Okada eba ye no jajajajaja and ayu bulu putu na wamo posa esutu sa Solomon Agbanagba
nyankopɔ bɛhyira no papa me see so party na aka sɛ yeso ye nya common Okada ne ye nipa na motorades no mo budget so nya sɛmpeto a mo budget o mampani no so biam potem fo aye na mo tɛ mo buye sɛ illegal fan o mbɛbuye wo de moto kɔ ba bi na wo bɔ fom a wo bɛnya insurance because ye tue insurance ye be ntubo ye be ntubo e de abo party no so mo bra power pan bia so 100 Ghana per rider kwa ye be because when you move fast a person will year free at 18 or how the bribaya ye faso our kwano so no minia o de one kasa obe yamina me
where is Solomon Agbanagba one of your PRO Okada Riders Association of Ghana
na was September bosomenum no ebrea na campaign you so sheshe no NDC flag bearer Kanema Penny Ora John Dramani Mahama and also kwa probo ewo amantifido atoye kalio and wode kwa kwato dwa se ejapa deal ne de anya CSOs ne nko na eka ebon enye ento on de okancha ban se mon pen wansam fa ne san sha ejapa deal na se enye sa na se adechie Ghana foto abanema no na sa abre na wo kasa no Ghana foto abanema no na obaye mampani a wo ba wo fa agreement ne nyehwe and one is a whooping sin what watching here and was like a say a bit to a sign a idea or no na banda dano and I say one name is a banda dano share Ghana Gold Company one me as one day band was a water share it's a then one for Ghana Gold Nama Namko in Japan.
Japan is a very shady deal, and I'm saying if I become president, I will not respect that agreement. It is a theft of Ghanaians, royalties, and it is made to benefit just a few people. Ghanaians cannot accept this. We do not accept that government of Ghana should invest our royalties in an offshore tax haven. Let them invest it in a company that is transparent. We can see the beneficial owners of who the company are, and in the best case scenario, use a government of Ghana vehicle. Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund is supposed to be our sovereign wealth fund.
And watching or they can say Mampani and another Kufuado, sa corruption kui dear. Whoa, corruption next year fan so one to me and ya won't she a brim and this one and this says in one time as waka a year Gokwana Sentemuno. If it's an unknown PDS and if we are here a Japadian so Ababekam.
This president is not willing to fight corruption. Depending on who you are in his administration, I mean, you can do whatever you want and get away with it because he will personally clear you. There's a long list of cases of corruption, and yet he's not made anybody investigate it. The Office of Special Prosecutor is his own baby, and yet he's tied the hands of the Special Prosecutor. We all know Mr. Amidou is a very vociferous lawyer, and I'm sure that if his hands were freed to really investigate these cases, he would have gotten some prosecutions by now. Unfortunately, this president, who's a lawyer, and must know the Constitution better than I, has asked the Auditor General to go on leave.
Mampani Dada John Dramani Mahama.
Na Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, the Breke Sebia, a chairman of the Authority of Heads of State and Government. Saadi Breina, His Excellency Mahamadou Issoufou. Now, ni German penny and Saadi Brey, Ekutano, ECOWAS. Now, what Nujumedian baby yet? Emra ECOWAS penny 42 women here, Proby. I was Sefata Saad Media, chairman of the Authority of Heads of State and Government. ECOWAS, Mom, this had the Brebeman. wɔn kanka wɔn ani Ghana mampeni Nana Adodankwa Ekufu Addo ɛna wɔn ani kɔtɔ n'anim a wɔn de dwumadi no hyɛ ne nsam sɛ afe baako a ɛda ECOWAS anim no wɔn na nyɛ chairman of the Authority of Heads of State and Government.
By the decision of the Authority of Heads of State and Government of the Economic Community of West African States, ECOWAS, to elect me by unanimous vote as chairperson of ECOWAS for the next term of 1 year. I thank Your Excellencies for this extraordinary privilege, which puts me in the same shoes as my predecessors as presidents of the Republic of Ghana, specifically Their Excellencies Jerry John Rawlings, John Ajikum Kufuor, and John Dramani Mahama, who have enjoyed in times past a similar privilege. I'm aware of the enormity of the task ahead, and I assure you that I'll do my utmost not to let the side down and discharge my duties to the very best of my abilities.
Mampeni Nana Adodankwa Ekufu Addo.
Abusha for Masugusu Amutia peace, we are prem to break at your na said ye free Jordan Ebano Yacha Mubona Yaya Nunano, and some who do a sissy a fimuno, and ye fan Busume, yet Nancy be near Busumi near the Abramo, we are doing you any renuncia. And at 30th December, we are doing you, ye Shabusume Kroni Busumi do, and some who do a sissy, ye we are Busume Krono, Mumia Chasika Cramra, Yampa specialized mineral water, and Sucroji, also Nam Krumi, obey to me a Bobby a good kama na hodia ba no wato adwumadie so no yanso ye bobia ba ye ba ye be ko October ana busumidu ana hini me bosumi no.
Tune it in, turn it up,
Peace FM,
and rip off the knob.
Ay abaso ba de meja pa yenti we dia ye kanka ye ho a na ya hwe 2020 afimu enyama esisi ye wo Ghana asei na October bosumi no ene yedrumu mampeni Nana Adodankwa Ekufu Addo ene nananom hemfo a wo mo enkran mantami wa akosia ye wo Gadgetsburg Memorial Hall wo conference center kese wo dodowa na mampeni ni nananom hemfo esia ye no obo mama ne se wonya mfirinsia miensa ene abosumi du wo amambuo mu na wo bu nkonpo no he na si mfirinsia miensa ne abosumi du no a project awodo a wa ye titiri wo Greater Accra region no wono kra na no eye ono ankasa honwanwa.
There are 847 projects being executed in the region, with 423 completed and the remaining 424 ongoing. Out of the 423 completed projects, 87 are in the educational sector, 17 in the health sector, 173 in the road sector, 74 in the water and sanitation sector, 25 in the industrial sector, and 10 market projects. The 424 ongoing projects comprise, amongst others, 92 in the educational sector, 18 in the health sector, 54 in the road sector, 113 in the water and sanitation sector, 20 in the industrial sector, and 19 market projects.
Mampeni Nana Adodankwa Ekufu Addo
na ewo sa October bosome num no ena dom kuma wo emrahye medwafie efrens amchofo hyemu ma o moba no dani owura harina idris di tu dwa se wo hye yirekete se auditor general ni nhwehwemu a wo ye ya na se aban sika wodi ye ne nseseye ene emwachire ya auditor general ni ye 2019 no ye mfa metum rahye medwafiefo anim emprempren mu anim ya wo sa October bosome num se dia mamra no se no onya kwan hwehwem adani a esanse ye kan se owura Daniel Domlevo or auditor general onko live nti ne nhwehwemu a wo ye no na ka achira na emrahye medwafie enhu ye.
It's therefore sad, indeed sad, and we have cause to blame executive interference and executive intrusion that the said report for 2019 is not before Parliament. The audited account for the 2019 financial year, which provides an expose on irregularities, financial malfeasance, misappropriation, embezzlement, and even extortions, have not been submitted to Parliament. We have every reason to believe that this government is covering up to avoid a potential embarrassment of what will be revealed in the audited account for 2019.
Edom kuma womra shwe fie ba no dani onunya for Harina Idrisu.
Abra wo sam bi si ewo aseleman so across man say we peye mantam. Ni kura dey atim batabi. Asoro dan bi a wo mo sha asese wo mu sie mfinse aduonu wotwe 28 years ni. Asoro yi ya Church of Prosperity. Prophet Isaac ena edano. Na asoro na ya bronsan ya to so nsia. Nom de ya asoro dan no. Nyame magumu a wo mo ya asoro ya do mo te ya na brum afi de dan na ese Babylon ena adura guyi. Na ya omete sem Peace FM ye bon ho amane. Ya man ba fa kwabna fori. Any Deputy National Security Minister. Honorable Henry Kote atwetwe ho nkommo. Esa se wono na mampani yi ni se. Onfa nani endi awrewosem na chi. Na obamane ese nipa duonu mienu enu omutumi yi wo mamu. Efri dan na adura guyi no.
Na yetumi communicate ana omobusiafo na fenti it's a process na migiri say yes kasa information nyina no e Ghana man obia beti de ko ti yada mase yeguso aye edwan wahwe ambo se yeguso aye abrantie bi so ha onyankopon ama the talent abedate say otumi wura de na se do yi nipa na fie enti no enimeni ne ya director general so no mu ati say CDS so so no mu adachi bia ye be say e be training no na waka rescue operations until we no stress said the area for na ye no be to obi na atu ye nyina ye mbom ye hwe na ye ntumi nwie na ye nkwe
we ye ya wra wosam e si ye ewo atim batabi October busimi mu
Sabo so me krona mu IGP Ora James Opobo anu di kokobo e ma Ghana fo nyina se ye ba be kwa bato so no obia enye kom no nkoto na ba de e ka no nko na brichi abona asemasi de enya afa na post be kwa akoto nsa afre na nanom so o medome no na emo mo ankasa emra no be mo kwan ama wo ma bre nipa kro na se onya kwan e ma oman no asumdwe emo enti wo kan se post fo aye krado se party fo no obia ni lemu wo be ye ho fi wo be basabasa no post su sigatanim no no why on finance wa mo na wa nya kwan ama my Ghana asumdwe no ehu ankotechema
Kufodia ne mebehwe me policy for no ahokeka ene o ma hombo a o maye ama December 7th election na ebe no me ba me kuhu na nanom ne o makasa me wie de ya me ko sia me mranche ne member no ne o makasa na nanom ho no adesirate wo no se o momoe na yemmo o man ho ban e free sa break kosi abato no abato da na nkasa na afi wie abato na kwa mbetumi afa so aboa ne se omene mranche ne maba na ye communities no bekasa se bi obi nya adwene wa mansem ho a na nkire se omo ya tamfo yina yini papa akon
IGP Ora James Opobo anu
na Asia eko bi ade yikai media group wa mo ye nhwehwemu afa amanya COVID-19 na ma no omene so no wa mo ne no di si ani wa mama COVID-19 no wanto no na yikai media group yi Ghana ena wa mo de Ghana din kan se wo ya se de Ghana yare COVID-19 yi ba ya ma ye ho kwan ama yare ye hunahuna ye na mom ye hunahuna yare no ama COVID-19 ne ho kire no Ghana ase papa ne ni so ma ne ni so kra chin no ase COVID-19 wo kwa ba bie mu a o me friend Ghana pa de ye boda kra no wo me ho na emna san yehwe mi beto dwa se Ghana ana COVID-19 wana montuo no yetu ne kase pa swani wiasa man afana ina no ma Erica Ifa ya man bafo ni honorable Pius ena magide wo ye Deputy Minister of Information atwetwe nkomo na de okafa yehwemu ya yikai media group de ba ye no ani
nhwehwemu bi a ekuo bi a oma ben pa aye akire se eba oman ben ne kutia kodiewo yareboni COVID-19 ya na ebivan Africa nyina no na eye Ghana na ebiasi fa na nyina uyi China and Sri Lanka efewa ye na yetoso yensa na asida na yede bema otwediampo enu ekire no e mampenyin na nadoda nkwakufa eni na ban nhihye ya wo maye no ene disa mfaso yi edi abreye kai se ade no shasiye no pillars maku 5 ena aban no agina so se yebe kuntia yareboni se yebe si virus no kwan se emba yemem limit the importation of the virus. Number 2, adequate care for obia obenya sa yare. Number 3, say yebe aggressive contact tracing and testing.
Pius Enamajido, Deputy Information Minister, Yatini.
Na was October Bosumenum no Kokroko Jumadie so Ena Franka Tunima PPP Progressive People's Party Raba Bridge Jubanuku Baso and what they to just so Ghana for Yansa if it's NDC MPP Abekronsa and to Omu PPP no num den Sabe Bano. My charge no bisan se move to me I magic ben abel se shadie na afia by a betrono ebeko runoff.
Something has got to change in this country. Said ye keka kono. Hu no na ye de ko vote. And say ye de hu e vote. As I say hwe na ye ka se Ghana SSS as I say nyampunto as I say asundwe wo ho. As I say ye nya leader, yes a new kind of leadership. As I say ye nya leader or whatever Emma Ghana for any party. And so yes, it is an uphill task, but me are very confident say the PPP could possibly push the elections into a runoff. I am confident about that. Person Makacha Ghana for say, believe in yourself. If you believe that you want that change, you want things to change for you, not for any political party, but for yourself. Wa dream said the year kikan kwe, ode.
Eraba Bridge Jubanuku PPP Franka Tunini.
Now, and some people about 10 October Bosumi say Ghana government official be or UK. Now, was a free aeroplane muno. Potomanto and Ekutan in Sema or Debo Life our airport one. Britain authorities airborne no suspects. Aquaje Potomanto ni be more 26 million pounds and a gumwing and Wamuduano could there. Now, some people na Kojo upon Kroma or Yan Kratosha for. Sasu your first I rebeam la sebe jeni eno kra no sasem ya tro no watakrade ena wo kire mu kire sam trafo watakrade se sasem na na ndo bon krata wo do bi mu na nam social media say Ghana government official bi ya tin wo UK say 26 million pounds egu no potomanto mu no o say ye nkontompo nambra bansem a no kra bia enim
one check Ghana official bia one intercept Sikebia and Central for whom you more chrome had a one check with UK port authorities so bon there or yakushi I hen ye gidi pado ye NDC phone what's the margin what's the tabano no your one strategy away if it's as no was a campaign of ideas and issues work of mortuary na you kada na bay Ghana for in some campaign of records yet hen record to one day Ghana for and so one see, I walk back to one old strategy. To them, away 2008. Akohina fabrications and contain a few way nowhere to abano. Area so abon there. Why a fake audio be? What's a Becca de Bruni be no voice na computer? It's in the first a befi do international news be or yakohi. No why and what to fit in the down of or on WhatsApp and Facebook na nke kaonade or yakohi.
And Kratosha for say rebim la sebe jeni kojo upon Kromani atini ken.
October Bosumidum no, and parties are Omuko abato sway, the eto nanu ye, Womuko yi baby obia beda, Kratane so, number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, and MPP Kofa number 1, NDC so Ekofa number 2 no. Now Deputy Commissioner Electoral Commission, one or share balloting process no so somewhat tete, and ye Kasai, ye no ye peace Cassia, what's Abreno, my church said ye, Nina Bebuama abato no, emu aye fine.
I think it has been a very good and exciting exercise. Everybody is happy about the position that they have. And so the next thing is the printing of the ballots, which we will write to the political parties to send their agents to the printing houses. So there will be a letter to that effect very soon. The positions on the ballots that the reps have actually pegged will be applied to the parliamentary positions at the various constituencies.
Well, any amote ye yora Samuel Tete ne or Deputy Commissioner Emma Electoral Commission.
Na Chief Executive Officer Dima Ghana Cocoa Board. Ora Jose Gwain Edu. Wakasa yese kanema peni John Dramani Mahama wanam no wakeka. Wakeka nsem bia yese bia trosem e de fa koko. Said ye dua, said ye twa no, said ye hata ne said ye ton no. And was say, na se kanema peni John Dramani Mahama. Nkofo kasa fa Ghana koko nsem na so nso beka bia. Aya no anu ankase onim se wogunu nwani mu ase. Sansem da no ye mampeni no. Akatenya no no mo ye yare akutia koko e ma no mene so no. Wanye hute amfa nkum wo mo
ase wo kofa chiaba na si free fertilizer afu afododo na anya bi minke from hanom na o hwehwem ya ma obia ni padu ya di mudini ko ni padu no ko betua sika nsana enche be koposem dia mesre eya ma panyi dada dwamaama meni ni nyina ne o parliament mesre ne se e ba koku as mo nka bi nana enam no suti manchagana koko gu kodo koko asasa boyare migiri se bi wa ha abi ni ha aha bi wa ha Mumi sase de ne baye nana ne etia ni se efiri omampanyire kofo persono ya hwehwe ba mu se koko asana boyare no se wa mu akwani na enya de akwani ni kwa betumi asia
Honorable Jesse Boy, Chief Executive Officer Adema Ghana Cocoa Board.
Na October Bushuminum and Rahusamua AC ye one fancy man, Ebriana MP or Honum walk campaign and now fini campaign as ya. I can bring Foko Fina or our Quemway. And Timampani Elcom fancy man say or Quaco China Bushian Fodo and say a Kumani be an MPP Kuma any Kroma Phobi Elco Freeman Peninsula Sierra, ye patron for Banamra. Naman Fanny Yena Madi. Yentiasi.
Friend, honorable Mawaya, my hand is in Yanasasunda. Ziapanela, one for the Maya Tuaba, Centra, Yantuaba, Ziapanela.
Do now when himself Susukava, Badia, and now me vote now transfer Bahano, and now you come Mayan Tuabano. Nina Badia, me vote now transfer Bahano, Massandia Comedy, Mayan Tuabano. I have a look into my parcel, and to know if you know vote, one to us at the Bay West, and that's what to us, and I be fine.
And Fancyman phobia, Sabrina, now more press a honorable echo Hayford Kwansa and Honka for Mammy Ophelia Hayford Kwansamra Enuno.
Now, University of Ghana Law Lecturer, Professor Emmanuel Yabene, and the public one when you feel Kokuni Yano, Ghana Police, Wamutu one among Emma October Nimuno, Director General Dema Police CID, COP Kanyabua, a friend and Trefon Shemu. Now, baby, I know I'm going to Shemuna Kwako Drone or the Tuja. Extra Muse. Sampling first ma wa mokasa Bobby Bakawa no free untum na yano kre. Esan you show more my extra Muse. Professor Emmanuel Yabene. Eni pabonu fa wo mudi na wo kun no ya no. Baako eyo no ankasa cleaner. Aye friend James Nana Wamba. Na James Nana Wamba no. Enyu obi na yere no wo no ankasa. Ena bu nkotodwe. Etie sum sa akwada kakapa aka no to. Ena eduro tie no wo no aka nanum asem se. Na wa mu ko wia papa no. Na papa no wamu ko wia no nsa no say say Choco Michael Jackson wo gina wo so amprim wo mu wia no nti gikiri ni mu no ana o mo ya ne do wo mo be yeku nu a e san kro no no mo pese mo boni nti
e bobo sumi etuso dumienu sa afiyemu Ghana for eda sori ya o mo anti asempa ni nyina ne se eye Professor Emmanuel Yaobene no ali fie adusia ensia nkrofobia konfie kokun ya enumanimu na ya chi nipa enan na nyina ya adwuma ewo professor ni efie na ya tutututu o mano no yehu se nipa ba ku bi wo mu na me hu bon ewo asemu pa ye koso tututu na no ema ojitu se ampa ono ene di animu ema omo edi sa boneno
ni payeteni ni ya Director General Dema Police CID COP Ken Yeboa
October Busuminum no so afosha amanyem sem so no nyamfo Ambrose Day de babetu dwa se mrahye dwafiefo nipa hanu aka wo mu eni bambofo ana bodyguards ne bem wo mu nyina bi de entia na aka nipa hanu no na eduosun numu eka wo mu ho no de wo mu esan ye asoafo na asoafo abedi akirefo nti wo mu de obi dada ahanu na aka na wo mu ni bie ene wo mu nua ba akọ ekofi na wra wo kwam kum ni ya enti ode betu dwa se wo mu maka no
as much as possible people that are members of parliament trust, and therefore they can make a choice. I made a choice as to who should be my bodyguard. As far as bodyguards are concerned, yes. But beyond that, we have a police unit who protects premises. That would be a different matter. But yes, the man is going to be, or the woman is going to be in the same car with a member of parliament listening in onto his conversations or her conversations, and we would insist that the regional divisional police commanders are going to be alerted to make sure that political actors, but that is territorial. For instance, when they know that there's going to be a meeting here, they would come and deploy to make sure that nothing happens. But it doesn't mean that those people are going to have personal bodyguards. It will be entitled to one bodyguard and 1 day security and 1 night security.
Honorable Ambrose Dairy, Interior Minister.
Na mampeni dada John Dramani Mahama na otu Frank Adima NDC amanyukuno. Ansana yabetu December 7th abano. Wakwasra pram hene. Any adesha wo mo pram ina mra wode enanum ento abo. Ewo nkramantamu. Ekopie mu ewo pram. Na ewo pram hene nene tetewaka. A wotosro enan na himfie. Ena kanema mampeni John Dramani Mahama ehye bose. Wabebwa ahwe se ebra ya ahoboabo akoto aba ebra ya to aba no ne bra ya to aba na wie no wabema somdue esi wagana ase ya wan primo obi anse Ghana asomdue ayewo so ya kanema mpeni wonnim oman ekọ asomdue mu abato mu a se de sitie.
And so I want to finally assure you also that we're working towards peaceful elections. We believe that Ghana is the only country we have, and we cannot go the way that some countries have taken, where there are civil wars and there are political disturbances. All of us want to stay in peace and safety in Ghana. And so I can assure you that as a leader of the NDC, we will not do anything to disturb the peace of the nation during elections.
Mampeni dada John Dramani Mahama.
October Busuminum the Adiwe ni se flag bearer ma APC All People's Congress Amanyoko no Ra Hassan Ayariga. What it to abegweko anim say o man Ghana asumdwe gira wo mo so. Sa asumdwe no beti ntim na ebedi ntini. Sa asumdwe no ebebo fom no. Ejina kwa mo befa so mo behwe ama abaye to no na no na ebeto 7 December no ebesi akọ enti abato abegweko no enhwe na wonye won bibia akroje na emane emanye kama.
And there will be challenges on the day of voting. This one, whether we like it or not, we will see some minor challenges. So prepare adequately for the challenges ahead and prepare that it's not going to be an easy election if it is conducted on the 7th of December. We may not be the best, but the little appeal we put before you should be considered. And a peaceful election today will depend on the Electoral Commission. How you conduct it, how you manage the people who come with grievances, how you talk to them, and how you run this election will determine how peaceful it will be.
Abijafo ani amuti ye APC Frankatuni Ora Hassan Ayariga. Na we ye de aba eneda dua ya enti ye de bosume no ene se de nyama sikoye wo mu afimo September ni October ene ye de akoguoi no nsi abremu anadwo no ana anwumre no ye de November ni December so bebremu na 30th December de aba beto dwa ene se NDC amanyoko no ese emfanto Ghana fo nyina nim se ne ebo awia dumienu ya ena eye kandifo ema NDC amanyoko ni presidential candidate His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Emma na lawyer for ko file a petition ewo my Ghana Supreme Court efa na no aba yeto ye no eho se won ohun ni se enyema ankoso ye nti wo challenge results wa na no chairperson Emma Abato abedweko no wode eba betu edwa enti flag bearer Emma NDC wama eneda dua na lawyer for akwa saman wo court se Abato no nsunsuanso no wonye ntum no nti abremu ye betena se a yenua no beba beto ombo ase na enyema hodo a wode kogu court no animu no ni nyina no wabobosu bi ede akyeremu awia de ye de kenkan kase ne mamo eyeme ya kunama mene me wofa
ohene na Kwame Amo
ya mamu mo enitia de she ama mu nyina afishia po MTN Ghana Daruma ene ye de kase bo ne brem wo se bia wo bia MTN wo ho enti ne se omra ne se everywhere you go MTN day for you but your content manager wo ho ma wa subscribe to BB ompe ana wo house ana when so de de ba me phone yi so ye me network fo ya MTN force wo ho ma enti dial *175# na de wo mpe no yi free mu yeda MTN for ase
so wakoma ho hyehyew ana ebo